Parallel and perpendicular lines. Parallel lines and perpendicular lines have predictable slopes. A parallel line means the line is going in the same direction. If I've got parallel lines, then the slope will be exactly the same. The only difference would be the y-intercept. On the other hand, if I have a perpendicular line, meaning a line that it creates a 90-degree with the other line, your slope is going to be the negative reciprocal. Negative reciprocal means the sign is going to be made the opposite, and the fraction or the number that you have for the slope flips. Let's examine this more in these examples. The lines below are parallel. Find the slope. So we are going to find the slope by finding 2 points. And we're going to do this for both lines. So the first one here, I'm going up by 2 units, and I'm going to the left by 3, or sorry, by 6. -6 units, and up by 2. So my first slope, m1, is equal to 2 over -6, and I'm going to reduce that to -1 over 3. Okay, our second line, I'm going to pick this point and this point. I'm going up by 1 unit and to the left by 3 units. So up by 1, to the left by 3. So the slope of my second line is 1 over -3, same as -1 over 3. So our two slopes here are exactly the same because the lines are going in the same direction. Now, if I had a question that said find a slope of a line parallel to y is equal to 3x plus 5, the original line has a slope of 3. The new line is going to have exactly the same slope because it's parallel. So m is equal to 3. The second question, find the slope of a line that is parallel to another line that has a slope of half. Once again, if the lines are parallel, the slope is going to be exactly the same. So m of the new line is going to be half, or we could say 0.5. Perpendicular lines have slopes that are the negative reciprocal. So these two lines are perpendicular to each other. We're going to use the squares to count the slope, and then we'll examine whether it produces the negative reciprocal. Now, my first one, I'm going to use this point and this point. I'm going up by 3 units and then across by 4. So the slope of my first line, 3 over 4. The second line, I'll use this point and this point. We're going down by 4 units. and to the right by 3 units. So going down gives me a negative 4 and to the right a positive 3. So my second slope is negative 4 over 3. Now you notice these two slopes, they differ because the sign is the opposite and the fraction has been flipped. So what does the negative reciprocal mean? The negative part of the negative reciprocal means switch the sign. Reciprocal means flip the fraction. So, for example, if my original slope was 5 over 9, my new slope of something that is perpendicular is going to be negative 9 over 5. Find the slope of a line that is perpendicular to a line that has a slope of m equals 3. Now we know that a perpendicular line will have a slope that's the negative reciprocal. Our new one is going to be negative, and 3 can be expressed as 3 over 1, so we get 1 over 3. Find the slope of a line that's perpendicular to the line y is equal to negative 4 over 7x plus 3. My original slope is negative 4 over 7. My new slope is going to be positive, and my fraction is going to be flipped, 7 over 4. All right, let's do a couple of examples here. Find the slope. There is a line, y is equal to negative 3x minus 7. Find the slope of a line that's parallel to it. Label it m1. Well, I'm going to write down m, original, meaning original line, has a slope of negative 3. Now, m1 is a line that's going to be parallel to it. So because it's parallel, I know that the line will have a slope that's exactly the same, negative 3. Part B. Find the slope of a line that is perpendicular to it and label it M2. Right, M2 is perpendicular to this original line. If it's perpendicular, we're going to take the negative reciprocal. So the negative becomes a positive, and my 3, which is 3 over 1, becomes 1 over 3. Okay, there's a line. Y is equal to 0.2x plus 1. Find a slope that's parallel to it and label it M3. Let's find our original slope. M original is 0.2. Now, zero point 0.2 is a decimal, and we can make it into a fraction. We simply put it over 10 because we have one decimal spot here. Now, we could reduce this, and it will become 1 over 5. So, part A, find a slope that's parallel to it. So, M3 is going to be exactly the same. We can write 1 over 5, or we could write 0.2. Part B, find a slope that's perpendicular to it. Label it M4. So if it's perpendicular, it's going to have the negative reciprocal. We take the sign, switch it to negative, and we're going to flip the fraction. So our perpendicular slope will be negative 5. Right, what is the equation of the line parallel to the one below and passes through 3 over 4? Well, first of all, we need to know what the original line is so that we can find the slope of the original line. Okay, so our original line, we start here and I see another coordinate there. I'm going down by 3 units and then I'm going to the right by 4 units. We have a slope of -3/4. So m of the original is equal to -3/4. So parallel line with the same a parallel line will have the same slope. So that means our new slope is still 3/4. Find the equation of the new line. Now we know that 3/4 is a coordinate of the line that's new. So we're going to use the skills that we learned last time to substitute it in. We're going to have our partial equation where y is equal to -3/4x plus b. And we're going to substitute in x is equal to 3, y is equal to 4. Let's solve for our b. 4 is equal to -3/4 times 3 plus b. 4 is equal to -9/4 plus b. 4 plus 9/4 is equal to b. And we can put this in our calculator. 4 plus 9/4 as a fraction. We have b is equal to 25/4. So the equation of our new line is going to be y is equal to -3/4x plus 25/4. Right. This question, draw a line that's perpendicular to the one in the graph and it passes through 5, 5. First of all, I need to find the slope of the original line. I notice that this line is exactly the same line as the one we had on the previous slide, but we can also count again and we have a slope of -3, +4. Okay, original slope is equal to -3/4. The new slope, which is perpendicular, is going to be the negative reciprocal. I have a positive, and it'll be +4/3. Now, we're going to start at 5, 5, and we're going to plot the points to draw a line. Okay, we have a rise of 4, run of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, run of 3. Now we know that an alternative to this, or an equivalent slope, would be -4 over -3. So now we can go down by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the right by 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the right by 3. Now we have our line, and this is the line that's perpendicular to this other line. Pause the video and try solving these two questions on your own. This one as well. Find the equation of the new line. This new line passes through -4 and -3 and is perpendicular to a line that passes through 0, 8 and 4, -2. Now, first, to help you understand the question, I'd like to draw it on a graph so we can illustrate it visually before we solve it algebraically. So first, let's look at the original line. The original line, 0, 8, and 4, -2. So 0, 8, and 4, -2. I'm going to join these two lines, and we have our line where we can now count the slope. So I see here is another coordinate. I'm going to count the number of steps for the rise and the run. So I'm rising by 5 units, and I'm running by -2 units. So our slope of the first line, rise of 5, run of -2. That means our new line should have a slope of +2 over 5. Now, the new line, we know that the line passes through -4 and -3. And then I'm going to count the number of steps. So rise of 2, run of 5. Rise of 2, run of 5. I've got 3 points. We have the coordinates and a line. So this is the line that's perpendicular. I know that it's perpendicular because it creates a 90-degree angle there. Because the B is not at a whole number, it's very difficult for us to estimate where the B is, so we're going to need to solve algebraically. If we were solving algebraically, we would find the slope of our original line. So we have y2 minus y1, -2 minus 8, and 4 minus 0. That equals -10 over 4, and we get it simplified to 5 over 2. So our new slope is going to be perpendicular. We know it's the negative reciprocal. So from negative, it becomes a positive, and we have 2 over 5. Let's write our partial equation so that we can find the y-intercept. Y is equal to 2 over 5x plus b. Now, we know the 1 point is -4 and -3, where x is equal to -4 and y is equal to -3. Now, let's substitute this in. -3 is equal to 2 over 5 times -4 plus b. -3 is equal to -8 over 5 plus b. Okay, let's simplify. -3 plus 8 over 5 is equal to b. You can either solve this fraction by getting a common denominator or throw it into a calculator. -3 plus 8 over 5, -1 over 4, or -7 over 5. So b is equal to -7 over 5. The final equation that we have, the new line y is equal to 2 over 5x minus 7 over 5. Another question similar to that. Find the equation of the line. This line is parallel to a line that passes through 4, 0, and 0, 1. The new line passes through 3 and 7. I'm just going to do a quick sketch here. So 4, 0 would be somewhere here. 0, 1 somewhere here. And we would have a line like this for our original one. The second line passes through 3, 9. So 3, 9, probably somewhere here, but we know that this line is going to be parallel to this one. Parallel means that it is going in the same direction. Let's find the slope of the first line, and then we could say we know exactly what the slope of the second line is going to be. We're going to use the equation y2 minus y1, 1 minus 0, and 0 minus 4. So we have m is equal to 1 over negative 4. Both slopes are going to be 1 over negative 4. Right, we're going to write the partial equation before we solve. We have y is equal to negative 1 over 4x plus b. We know that 3, 9 is a point on this new line. So we have where x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 9. Now I'm going to substitute this in. 9 is equal to negative 1 over 4 times 3 plus b. 9 plus 3 over 4 is equal to b. So now we have 9 and 3/4 is equal to b. And since this is a mixed number, I'm going to make this into an improper fraction. 39 over 4 is equal to b. Okay, the equation of our new line, y is equal to negative 1 over 4x plus 39 over 4. Try these two questions on your own, and when you're ready, you can try the quiz on this.